Negative water omega cubed water omega times. Negative water omega cubed. Negative water omega squared. Absolute triple negative strange number. Absolute triple negative strange number. Absolute triple negative absolute impossible infinity. Absolute triple negative impossible infinity. Absolute triple negative electron infinity. Absolute triple negative infinity. I'm sorry. Absolute triple negative infinity. Absolute triple negative infinity. Absolute triple negative SSCG3. Absolute triple negative G64. Absolute triple negative 1 Googleplex. Absolute triple negative 10 billion. Absolute triple negative 1 trillion. Absolute triple negative 1 billion. Absolute triple negative 1 million. Absolute triple negative 1,000. Absolute triple negative 1. Absolute triple negative 0. Absolute double negative infinity. Impossible negative number. Possible negative number. Negative ultimate infinity plex. Negative ultimate infinity. Negative unknown infinity. Negative yada summy versal omega infinity. Negative number timer. Negative number plex. Negative unknown. Negative creator's number. Negative 10,000 to the power of x1. Negative nadplex. Negative gx1. Negative barrelplex. Negative barrel. Negative beyond final number. Negative final number. Negative x numbered. Negative enderplex. Negative Google infinity plex. Negative omnifinity. Negative absolute infinity. Negative true infinity. Negative true infinity. Negative first uncountable ordinal. Negative nothing. Negative zeta null. Negative epsilon null. Negative aleph null. Negative infinity. Negative utter oblivion. Negative oblivion. Negative SSCG6. Negative SSCG5. Negative SSCG4. Negative SSCG3. Negative G100. Negative G75. Negative G65. Negative G64, aka negative grams number. Negative little gram. Negative G4. Negative G1 / negative grahole. Negative multillion. Negative versillion. Negative gaxillion. Negative 10 to the power 1,000. Negative 1 Googleplex. Negative 10 to the power 10 to the power 10. Negative micrillion. Negative centimillion. Negative myrillion. Negative nanomillimillion. Negative nanomillimillion. Negative octamillimillion. Negative septimillimillion. Negative sexmillion. Negative quinmillion. Negative quadrillion. Negative trimillion. Negative dumillion. Negative millillion. Negative nonagentillion. Negative octogentillion. Negative sexagentillion. Negative sextagentillion. Negative quinquagentillion. Negative quadrigentillion. Negative trucentillion. Negative ducentillion. Negative centillion. Negative nonagentillion. Negative octogentillion. Negative 1 Google. Negative 1 trigentillion. -1 novemvigintillion, -1 octovigintillion, -1 septovigintillion, -1 quinvigintillion, -1 quadrovigintillion, -1 trivigintillion, -1 trivigintillion, -1 duovigintillion, -1 unvigintillion, -1 vigintillion, -1 novemdecillion, -1 octodecillion, -1 septodecillion, -1 sextodecillion, -1 quindecillion, -1 quadricillion, -1 tridecillion, -1 duodecillion, -1 undecillion, -1 decillion, -1 nonillion, -1 octillion, -1 septillion, -1 sectillion, -1 quintillion, -1 quadrillion, -1 trillion, -1 billion, -100 million, -10 million, -1 million, -100,000, -10,000, -1,000, -100, -10, -9, -8, -7, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, -0.5, negative 0.25, negative 0.0675, negative 0.03125, negative 0.015625, negative 0.0078125, negative 0.00000001, negative 1e negative 1. Negative 1e negative 303, negative 1e negative 3003, negative 1e negative 1 million, negative 10 to the power negative 10 to the power 10 to the power 100. Wait, hold on. Negative 0, negative 0, negative 0.0000000, negative 0, which is not a number because you can't have a negative nothing. Branro, Brotanero, Discaparo, Capidentero, Tutanero, Bosendero, Octundro, Galendro, Distandendro, Juandro, Condenero, Arunero, Hidrondo, Dezeroed, Beato Zeroed, Omega Zeroed, Pretapeta Zeroed, Overpaid Zero, Overpaid Zeroed, Superplex Zeroed, 0, 0 minus, 0 minus 0, 0, number times, XXX, XXX one-th, XX one-th, X one-th, Anaplexianth, Anaplexed, Enderth, Omnifinite, Superfinite, Absolute Infinite, Epsilon Null, Infinite, Utter Oblivionth, 1 multillionth, zeptillionth, millionillionth, 1 centillionth, 1 googolth, 1 trigentillionth, 1 vigentillionth, 1 quadrillion, 1 tridecillionth, 1 duodecillionth, 1 undecillionth, 1 decillionth, 1 nonillionth, 1 octillionth, 1 septillionth, 1 septillionth, 1 quintillionth, 1 quadrillionth, 1 trillionth, 1 billionth, 1 millionth, 100,000th, 1,000th, 1/128th, 0.0078125, 100th, 0.01, 1/64th, 0.015625, 1/32nd, 1/32th, 0.03125, 100th, 0.01, 1/128th. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, I think we already did that one, but alright. Okay. 0.0675, 1/16th, 1/10th, 0.1, quarter, 0.25, omni-quarter, my number, 0.25755075550, half, 0.5, half plus quarter, 0.75, aka 3/4, 1, 1.0625, 1.125, 1.25, 1.875, 1.25, 1.3125, 1.375, 1.4375, 1.5, 1.75, 2, 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, 3, pi, 3.1415926 5, 3, 5, 5, 2, 3, 8, 0, 4, 5, 7, 2, 9, 8, 3, 4, 7, 5, 8, 8,474,7,4,7,4,6,7. Okay. 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, 4, 4.25, 4.5, 4.75, 5, 5.25, 5.5. I don't know this number, lol. 5.4321. 5.75, 6, 6.25, 6.5, 6, 6.75, 7, 7.25, 7.5, 7.7, 7.75, 8, 8.25, 8.5, 8.75, 9, 9.25, 9.5, 9.75, 10, 11.1111111111, custom, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, 10,000,000, 100,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1 quadrillion, 1 quintillion, 1 sextillion, 1 septillion, 1 octillion, 1 nonillion, 1 decillion, 1 undecillion, 1 duodecillion, 1 tridecillion, 1 quadrodecillion, 1 quindecillion, 1 sextodecillion, 1 septodecillion, 1 octodecillion, 1 novemdecillion, 1 vigintillion, 1 unvigintillion, 1 duovigintillion, 1 tridvigintillion, 1 quadrivigintillion, 1 quinvigintillion, 1 sextovigintillion, 1 septovigintillion, 1 octovigintillion, 1 novigintillion, 1 trigintillion, 1 untrigintillion, 1 duotrigintillion, 1 e plus 100, aka a Google, aka 10 duotrigintillion. Duotrigintillion. It's duotrigintillion. The second D was probably typo. Okay, moving on. 10 bruh. Again. It's weird again. Okay, moving on. 1 trigintillion, 1 quadrotrigintillion, 1 quintrigintillion, 1 sextotrigintillion, 1 triple oneplex, 1 septotrigintillion, 1 octotrigintillion, 1 no trigintillion, 1 quadrigintillion, 1 quinquagintillion, 1 sexagintillion, 1 septuagintillion, 1 octogentillion, 1 nonagentillion, 1 centillion, 1 ducentillion, 1 tricentillion, 1 millinillion, 1 2 millinillion, 1 trimillion. Google tool. 1e plus 10,000 Marillion. 1e plus 30,003 Marillion. 1e plus 30,003 on decimillion. Dummy-million, trimillion, Google gone, quadrillion, quintillion, centimillion, ducentimillion, drucentimillion, maximusillion, maximusillion, micrillion, decimicrillion, centimicrillion, nanillion, trilog, decinanillion, centinanillion, bacillion, decibacillion, centibacillion, femtillion, decifemtillion, centifemtillion, attillion, deciattillion, centiattillion, septillion, yoctillion, xontillion, versillion, mesillion, duocillion, pentacillion, heptacillion, icocillion, googleplex, gargoplex, acantoplex, kilofaxol, 200 exclamation mark, 200 exclamation mark. I'm not sure if that's correct, but moving on. Googleplex Googleplexagon, million duplex, megallion, gigallion, tetralog, trillion, trillion, pentillion, exillion, wait, hold on, exillion, okay. First used number, 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 34. Necillion, Googleplexian, plus Googleplex. Vermillion, Javillion, Solillion, Batillion, Glossilion, Daxillion, Supillion, Versillion, Multillion, 999 multillion, 1 exotillion, Googleplexinant, Fiscagoplex, 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 379, Gigafaxel, 200 exclamation mark, 200 factorial. I don't know if that's right either, but anyways, moving on. 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power, blah, 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 blah. 10 to the power 10 to the power 10. 10 to the power 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 10. Hexalog. 10 tetrad to 10. Decker. 10 tetrad to 20. Icosalog. 10 tetrad to 30. Tarantalog. 10 tetrad to 40. Tarantalog. 10 tetrad to 50. Pentalog. 10 tetrad to 80. Octatalog. 10 tetrad to 100. Giggle. Google stack. Gaggle. Folkman's number. Grahol. G1. Google Mega. Gaggle. G3. G4. Little Gram. Gram's number. G65. Tree 3. Tree 4. Tree 5. SSCG3. SSCG4. SSCG5. Bikua. 200 question mark. Big. Gasamity. Trintar. 1 millionth Xi function number. Rails number. Oblivion. Utter oblivion. Utter oblivion. Red's number. Infinity. Infinity plus negative. Infinity plus negative. Infinity plus negative 100,000. Infinity plus 1. Infinity plus 1 million. Aleph null. Omega. Aleph 1. Aleph 2. Aleph 3. Aleph omega. Epsilon null. Epsilon 1. Epsilon 3. Epsilon omega. Zeta null. Zeta 1. Zeta omega. Omega to the power of epsilon null. Omega to the power of phi 3. Unlimited omega. Never to Landero. Fentasatandero. Pengasadre quadridenero. Absolute omega. Absolute n. Absolute true n. Absolute beyond true n. Absolute infinity. Gigafinity. Absolute infinity cubed. Dark infinity. Dark omega. Epsilon. No. Dark. Dark epsilon null. White infinity. Never. Never alien. Never centillion. Never ducentillion. never millennial, never millennial. Sorry, it's hard to pronounce. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on. Never million, never centimillion, never infinity, never infinity omega, never absolute infinity, never absolute end, the ender, far, too far, red bed, blue bed, broken bed, 1plex, 100plex, limit, the real limit, the final limit, beyond the final limit, the end limit, the end, the third end, the 50th end, the 1 millionth end, absolute ender, multi-finity, limit of infinities, absolute never alien, never plex, limit of nevers, unlimited the ender, absolute the ender, plus 0.001, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8, plus 9, plus 10, plus 100, plus 1 million, plus infinity, plus absolute infinity, plus never alien, plus the limit, plus the 1 millionth end, plus absolute the ender. X1, X1. Sorry, 1 second. X 833 quadrillion, 643 trillion, 643 billion, 127 millions, 274,853. Nan, infinite duplex. Omega A duplex. Oblivious duplex. X to the power 303 plus 1. X to the power 3003 plus 1. X to the power of infinity plus 1. X to the power of x1 plus 1. Superplex. Hashtag. And A to the power of 1 to the power of. To the power of infinity to the power of. Tetrated 1 tetrated. All those arrows. 1. All those arrows. Exclamation mark 1. Exclamation mark 1. Exclamation mark 01010101010101. Wait, hold on. Decimated 1. Decimated. Final number. Enderplex. Google Finityplex. Nan cubed. Nan to the power of Nan to the power of Nan. Minecraft Plexian. All possible generations and beyond barriers. XX1, XX10, XX3 cubed / XX27. XX1 billion. Wait. XX1 trillion. There we go. XX infinity. XX absolute infinity. XX never alien. XXX1. XXX1 billion. XXXX1. XXXXX1. 6 to the power of X. 7 to the power of X. 7 to the power of X. 10 to the power of X. 100 to the power of X. Mr. Loki's number. Custom. 1,654,800 to the power of X. X to the power of X1. X to the power of X to the power of X1. X to the power of 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 X. Accepted to X1. Own infinity. Enderplex. Fisgardener plexed. Every true numbers. Timerplex. Every cubed times all infinity. Absolute most god true and infinity. Nan in Roblox. Roblox Nan cubed. Roblox Nan infinity. Admin number. Everything. Creator's number. True numberplex. Megaplex. Omegaplex. Legacyplex. Cool number. Omni n. Very cool number. Omni n cubed. Omni n times. Omniversal number, true omniversal number, number timer cubed, number timer times number timer, ultimate number, God's number, true number timer to the power of true number timer to the power of XXXX1, true number timer to the power of true number timer to the power of XXXX1, true number timer to the power of true number timer to the power of XXXX1. True number to the power, true number, timer at to the power of x, 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 x1. A1, A2, A3, A4, A6, A64, number executor, A399, E1/A400, V1/E400, S1/V400, S5000, unknown number, every impossible/possible numbers, B1, B400,000, B infinity, 2 to the power of B1, 9,999 to the power of B1, 1 to the power of B to the power of B1, GX1, GX10, GX64/supergram, GX 1 billion, GX infinity, GX1, 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 16 to the power GX1, 32 to the power GX1, 64 to the power GX1, 1 billion to the power GX1, GX10 to the power GX10, GX10 to the power GX10 to the power GX100/Omega Googleplex. Best number, Superfinityplex, Ultrafinityplex, Hyperfinityplex, Omegafinityplex, True number plexing, Truefinity, Absolute Truefinity, True Absolute Truefinity, Real True Absolute Truefinity, No Limit Number, True No Limit Number, Ultimated Plex, Z1, Z10, Z1000, Z Infinity, ZZ1, ZZ10, ZZ 10 million, 3 to the power of Z1, 100 to the power of Z1, Z1 to the power of Z1, Z1 to the power of Z1 to the power of Z1, Z1 tetrate to Z1, Z1 heptate to Z1, Z1 on 10 Z1, Z1 1000 Z1, ice number, XGXZ1, XGXZ, 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 XGX, XGXZ, 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 XGXZ1, XGXZ, 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 SGXZ. Someone said that the owner got tired of winning and they had to hire a new one. GXZ, 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 GXZ1. Jixillion. Novensected X Jixillion. Nanfinity. Nanfinity. Nanfinity cubed nanfinity times. Scratchfinity. Nofinity. All numbers cubed nofinity times. Universefinity. Brokenfinity. True brokenfinity. Order level breaking. True absolute triple nanfinity. True absolute triple brokenfinity. True absolute triple brokenfinity cubed times true absolute triple brokenfinity. True absolute triple brokenfinity cubed times true absolute triple brokenfinity cubed. True absolute triple brokenfinity times. Powerfinity. Electronfinity. True absolute true electronfinity. True absolute triple electronfinity. Electronfinity. True triple absolute double infinity. true, triple, absolute, double, infinity. Absolute biggest number. Hyper number. Mega hyper number. Impossible infinity. Absolute impossible infinity. Every infinity. Biggest number from smallest to biggest. Number beyond of everything. Strange number squared, strange number cubed. Googleverse / strange number cubed, strange number times. SSCG strange number 100. Googleversal, Enderversal, absolute enderversal, absolute true enderversal, limit of numbers, true limit of numbers. Enderfinity Pluxient, Affinity Pluxient. Enderfinity Pluxient. Infinity, Pluxient 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 infinite, Pluxient infinite. Final infinity? Okay, those ones are too dark. I can't read them, unfortunately. Okay, moving on. Wider infinity, wider omega, true wider omega, absolutely true wider omega, wider plex, wider light infinity, wider infinity, wider. Someone said that oh no, I got tired of waiting and I had to hire a new one again. Wider infinity. Those ones are too dark again. Too dark. Wait, hold on. I think I can make out some of them. Darkness epsilon. Darkness zeta. True darkness infinity. Absolutely true darkness infinity. Absolutely true darkness infinity cubed absolute true darkness infinity times. Hyper number. The end of numbers. Final ender number. Final end number. Final absolute number. H1, H10. H1 sextillion. 8. Sorry, one moment. H1 followed by 107 zeros, I think. Okay, moving on. H1E plus 100,000. H infinity. H1. H1. 10 to the power of H1 slash H1. 1 million to the power of H1. H1 to the power of H1 to the power of H1. H1 to the power of 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 H1. H1 14 arrows H1. Okay, that's too hard. Not doing that one either. H1 infinity H1. Final of H numbers. Final of H numbers again. N1, N10, N1000, N1, 10 to the power of N1, N1 to the power of N1, N1 to the power of N1 to the power of N1. N1 to the power of 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 N1 to the N1 hexade to N1. Not doing that. Not doing that one either. A1. Evoke to infinity cubed times A1. A1 squared, A1 cubed. A1 hexade to A1. T1, T2, T3. T1 to the power T1. T1 hexade to T1. Not doing that one. J1, C1, K1. Superplexion. Superplexion times 5,000 / limit of numbers. Final infinity. Barrelplexion. Barrelplexion. And finally, universefinity. Dang, it's pretty high above the clouds, isn't it? And oof. Okay, thanks for watching. You can like and subscribe. That's optional. Okay, bye-bye.